everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 5th and 6th of December 2021. Starting with very first question. Which state's tourism department launched the STREET, which stands for Sustainable, Tangible, Responsible, Experiential Ethnic Tourism Project? So this has been launched by the state of Kerala in total 7 districts. And the basic aim of this project is to help the visitors experience the diversity of offerings in these places. Okay. Now apart from it, last month Kerala Startup Mission and CLAP, which stands for Cisco Launchpad Accelerator Program, have jointly hosted the pioneering Technopreneurship Series. And this was organized for innovators and startups there in Kerala, and it provided a platform for innovation and collaboration in order to enable the nascent companies to solve new age challenges, and they will exchange insights, thoughts, frameworks and innovative ways to boost their technologies. Okay. Now apart from it, recently Kerala has topped the Public Affairs Index, and the top 3 states among the larger states were first of all Kerala, then it was followed by Tamil Nadu and then Telangana. This is regarding the large states. And talking about the small states, the top 3 were Sikkim, then Goa and then Mizoram. And talking about union territories, the top 3 were Puducherry, Jammu Kashmir and Chandigarh. Do remember that Delhi was not in the top 3. Okay. Question number 2. What is the rank of India in organ donation as per the Global Observatory on Donation and Transplantation, that is GODT? Actually, Indian Organ Donation Day celebration has been organized by NOTTO, which stands for National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization, in New Delhi on 27th of November. And the total number of organ transplants done per year in the country have increased from 4990 in the year 2013 to now 12,746 in the year 2019. And now India ranks at 3rd in the world only after USA and China. This is the data from GODT website. Okay. Now apart from it, recently the Food and Agricultural Organization has released the State of Food and Agriculture 2021 report. It is also called as SOFA report. And as per this particular report, food cost would increase for up to 845 million people if a disruption to critical transport link occurs. Also, it highlighted the need to make agri-food systems resilient to address food security. Fine. Now apart from it, a Mumbai-based NGO named as Pratham has recently been awarded the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize of 2021. And it is a first of its kind civil society organization to improve the quality of education for underprivileged children in India and across the world. Fine. Now apart from it, Pochampalli, which is a small weavers village in the state of Telangana, has recently bagged Best World Tourism Village by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. And not only this, actress Hema Malini is the recipient of Indian Film Personality of the Year Award at the International Film Festival of India 2021. Can you tell me which state hosted this event? Please write in the comments. Question number 3. Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana is a scheme implemented by which Indian state or union territory? So under the Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana, senior citizens of Delhi can go on pilgrimages at the government's expense. Also do remember that Kartarpur Sahib and Velankanni Church have been recently added to the Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana, and this program could not be held in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic outbreak. Now in the previous lecture we have seen that Ayush Ministry has recently inaugurated the Ayurveda Parv of 2021 where in New Delhi virtually. Why? Obviously to promote Ayurveda, and basic aim was coordination and better utilization of Ayurvedic resources, education and manufacturing of medicines. Now few days back, Delhi-based environment organization LIFE, which stands for Legal Initiative for Forest and Environment, has received the 2021 Right Livelihood Award, and this organization empowers the vulnerable communities to protect their livelihoods and claim their right to a clean environment. Also do remember that this particular award is known to be Sweden's Alternative Nobel Prize. Fine. Now also Government of Delhi has approved the proposal for issuing a unique health card to each and every citizen under HIMS project of Delhi. It stands for Health Information Management System project. Fine. Now apart from it, do remember that India has become the top source of Chinese rice imports during January to August this year, as the shipments during the month of August alone accounted for nearly 45% of the total imports, and Indian rice made up 23% of total imports by China during January to August this year. Fine. Question number 4. System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research, or you can say SAFAR, is an initiative of which Union Ministry of India? So Ministry of Earth Sciences has introduced a major national initiative, that is SAFAR, and it enables the greater metropolitan cities of India to provide location specific information on air quality. And as per the SAFAR, the overall air quality index, that is AQI, in the national capital stood at 372 in the very poor category. So basically 0 to 50 is considered as good, then 51 to 100 is satisfactory, 101 to 200 is moderate, and 201 to 300 is poor, while 301 to 400 is very poor, and 401 to 500 is severe. So we are in the last second spot right now. Okay. Now apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that Ministry of Earth Sciences is also implementing a scheme named as ACROS, which stands for Atmospheric Climate Science and Services, and caters to aspects of weather and climate services. So recently CCEA, that is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, has approved the continuation of this particular scheme from 14th Finance Commission to next Finance Commission cycle, that is 2021 to 2026, at an estimated cost of nearly 2,135 crore rupees. Also, Ministry of Earth Sciences is implementing a scheme named as OSMART, which stands for Ocean Services Modeling Application, Resources and Technology. And aim is to provide forecast and services based on the continuous observation of oceans. And there are 7 sub-schemes to this umbrella scheme which are implemented by 5 institutions. Question number 5. Which Indian cricketer recently became the 3rd highest wicket taker in Test? So R. Ashwin recently became the India's 3rd highest wicket taker in Test cricket, and recently he has clinched his 418th wicket in the first Test against New Zealand, and he has surpassed another Indian off-spinner, Harbhajan Singh. And who are the other top 2? First is Anil Kumble with total of 619, and second is Kapil Dev with 434. Okay. Now apart from it, Indian professional squash player Saurabh Ghosal has become the first Indian player to claim Malaysian Open and he has clinched the title by defeating former world number 4 Miguel Rodriguez, who belongs to Colombia. Okay. Now in the previous lecture we have seen that Shreyas Iyer recently became the first Indian player to hit century and 50 on first debut. Also he became the 4th Indian player to win Player of the Match award on debut in red ball cricket. So he became the 16th Indian to score a century in his debut test. Okay. Now do remember that VVS Lakshman will take charge as the next head of National Cricket Academy, and Rahul Dravid has been chosen for brand ambassador of Plateau, which is a kids footwear brand. Also do remember that Sourav Ganguly has recently been appointed as chairman of ICC Men's Cricket Committee. Okay. Question number 6. The India Young Water Professional Program has been launched for the first time in association with which country? So the first edition of the India Young Water Professional Program was launched virtually under National Hydrology Project and supported by the Australian Water Partnership. So it is a kind of central scheme of Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, and a total of 20 participants, 10 men and 10 women, have been selected for the first edition of this program from central and state implementing agencies of the National Hydrology Project. Okay. Now talking about Australia, recently it has signed an agreement with USA and UK to allow the exchange of sensitive naval nuclear propulsion information between their nations, and this three-way deal gives Australia US nuclear powered submarine technology. So this is a kind of first agreement on the technology to be publicly signed, and the three countries announced the formation of Defence Alliance AUKUS. Fine. Now apart from it, recently INS Visakhapatnam has been formally commissioned into Indian Navy in the presence of the Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh at Naval Dockyard in Mumbai. Then Saudi Arabia has recently launched a National Infrastructure Fund to support up to 200 billion riyals in projects over the next decade, and it will be advised by the world's largest fund manager, BlackRock. And this fund will invest in sectors such as water, transport, energy and health. Can you tell me, recently Australia has given in principle to a target of zero net carbon emissions by which year? Please write your answers in the comment section. Question number 7. Kuno National Park is located in which state? Actually, in one of the world's largest intercontinental animal translocation, Madhya Pradesh Kuno National Park is set to receive and inhabit 13 African cheetahs by early 2022. And cheetah, which is the fastest animal on earth, was described as extinct in India in 1952, since the last surviving cheetah in India was hunted down in Chhattisgarh. Now apart from it, recently Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced that Patal Pani railway station in Indore will be renamed as Tantia Mama railway station. Okay. Do remember that Indore has been declared as India's cleanest city for the 5th time in a row. Second city was Surat and third city was Vijayawada. And the cleanest state declared was Chhattisgarh. Fine. Now apart from it, in the state of Madhya Pradesh, the government has decided to set up a tax plan for cow welfare in the state, and this was announced during a review meeting of Madhya Pradesh Gau Palan and Livestock Promotion Board. So the state government is planning to impose a surcharge on the products such as liquor and services provided by the local bodies to generate nearly 100 crore rupees to meet the expenses of cow shelters. Okay. Question number 8. Pet Rafiala has been appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? So he is the leader of Civic Democratic of Czech Republic. Actually, his appointment comes after a 5-party coalition secured a majority of 108 votes in the 200-seat parliament, and he previously served as the country's Minister of Education, Youth and Sports from 2012 to 2013 and has been the leader of Civic Democratic Party since 2014. Now apart from it, Senior Indian Revenue Service Officer Shri Vivek Johari has been appointed as the chairman of Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, and he is a 1985 batch Indian Revenue Service officer who is presently the member of CBIC. Now apart from it, Anita Anand has been appointed as the new Defence Minister of Canada, while our new Director General of Border Security Forces Pankaj Kumar Singh. Then 5th President of Estonia is Alar Karis, and Daniel Ortega has recently won a 4th consecutive presidential term in the elections held in Nicaragua. Then as we know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved the reconstitution of his Economic Advisory Council, and Bibek Debroy, who is from Indian Statistical Institute, is the chairman of this particular council. Okay. Question number 9. Which word has been chosen as the 2021 Word of the Year by Merriam-Webster? So Merriam-Webster is an American company which publishes reference, especially dictionaries, and it is one of the oldest dictionary publishers in the USA. And recently it has chosen the word vaccine as the 2021 Word of the Year, since it was the word that was extremely high in its data every single day in 2021. Now in the previous lecture we have seen that Collins Dictionary has chosen the term NFT, that is non-fungible token, as its Word of the Year 2021. It is actually a kind of unique digital certificate registered in blockchain that is used to record ownership of an asset, and there has been an increasing interest in the digital tokens that can sell for millions of dollars. Okay. Now apart from it, Diplomats Day has been organized at Tribes India Adi Mahotsav by TriFed in association with the Ministry of External Affairs on 27th of November 2021. So this event witnessed participation from around 100 diplomats from more than 20 countries and senior officials from the Government of India. Do remember the TriFed was established in 1987 as a Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 1984, and presently TriFed is under the Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India. Okay. And now coming to last question. Al-Raisi has been elected as the president of which international organization? So Al-Raisi, who is the Inspector General of UAE Interior Ministry, has been elected as the president of Interpol, and he received 68.9% of votes cast by the member countries. Interpol is International Criminal Police Organization, and it facilitates worldwide police cooperation and crime control. Headquarters lies in Lyon, France. Now apart from it, the Nagaland Police recently launched Call Your Cop mobile application, which will enable all citizens of the state and those in distress to get in touch with the police in a single click. So the features on the application include directory, alerts, tourist tips, nearest police station and such. Okay. Now apart from it, under recent operation undertaken by Interpol, codenamed as Haichi 2nd, enforcement agencies in more than 20 countries have arrested over 1,000 individuals and seized about $27 million of illicit funds. And the program is a part of crackdown on cyber-enabled financial crime, and India also participated in this global operation. So this exercise is targeted specific types of online fraud such as romance scams, investment fraud and money laundering linked to illegal online gambling. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.